I'm finally back. You can blame Mr. Nick Joaquin for, among other people, for my self-imposed hiatus. It's only a week till the Oscars, and I've yet to make about 20 of the videos I wanted to make for the Oscar season, so that's all I'm going to be doing throughout this entire week. I will try to do as many as I can. I'm not sure if I'm going to really churn all of them out by the time the Oscars roll around here on Monday. But I will try my best. So my reviews for Birdman, Into the Woods, The Imitation Game, Wild, and Paddington will have to wait, so I'm really sorry about that. But let's get right into it here. We're going to be talking about Best Makeup and Hairstyling. So the nominees are Foxcatcher, Bill Corso and Dennis Lydiard, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Frances Hannon and Mark Coulier, and Guardians of the Galaxy, Elizabeth Yianni-Georgiou and David White. I'm always kind of annoyed that the Academy only nominates 3 nominees for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. In my opinion, this category is very overlooked. I think makeup is a very, very important thing when it comes to filmmaking, especially for certain genres. And I really just wish that they, kind of gave recognition for a lot more kind of smaller movies. But as it stands, here's what we have. And as for who I think should win the Oscar, for third place, I would say Foxcatcher. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is nominated solely because of Steve Carell's nose. And I'm not saying it's a bad nose, it's actually good makeup in my opinion. And to be fair to the movie, it's not really just all about Steve Carell's nose. They add stuff to, make his face look older. I think they kind of shaved off parts of his eyebrows. And the makeup on Channing Tatum and Mark Ruffalo to make them look like the characters, just really small touches, are actually very, very well done. But the thing is that the makeup in this movie really just kind of serves as a support to the acting, in my opinion. And that's not really a bad thing. In fact, it's great that the makeup artists are able to, use their craft to enhance actors' performances. It's just that in this movie, the makeup really is not front and center, which is why I was kind of surprised it got nominated anyway for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. And a lot of people will say that Steve Carell's nose in the movie is obviously very fake and distracting. I think it's actually really, really believable. But again, it's really more because of Steve Carell's performance, not necessarily the makeup. At second place, I'm going to put the Grand Budapest Hotel. And for me, the Grand Budapest Hotel really kind of intentionally aims to have these ridiculous mustaches and overall just quirkiness with its look. But it really, really works in this movie. For any other movie, for any other director, it would have just come off as like a caricature. But here, I think the makeup really helps support the crazy tone of the movie. And I'm pretty sure also that this nomination has to do with Tilda Swinton, who appears for about 2 minutes in the movie, and she's completely unrecognizable. It's a really, really great job at making someone look way older. But again, this movie isn't just about complete transformations. There are subtle touches, especially on Willem Dafoe's character and Saoirse Ronan's character. It really add to the quirkiness of the entire thing. And everything, what I love about the Grand Budapest Hotel is that everything, visually speaking, is generally just so neat and so orderly that once like a blood stain appears in someone's nose or like a smudge on their face, or even if there's just like one hair out of place, it becomes all the more alarming, and your attention really just kind of goes to that thing that's out of place. So it was really, really cool how that they were able to kind of play around with that with the makeup. And finally, for first place, and who I think should win the Oscar, I will say Guardians of the Galaxy. I think, Guardians just earns so many points just simply for not resorting to CGI all the time. Because these big budget sci-fi action blockbusters, it's so tempting to just CGI everything and not put in any real effort in terms of practical effects. But here, they use so much makeup, and the creativity that's just put into the looks of Gamora and Drax and Nebula, Yondu, Ronan, it's just incredible. And it really requires a certain level of skill to be able to mix so many different makeup effects, so many different colors of makeup and whatnot, to put them together and just make everything still feel like one movie. I mean, even with Yondu and Nebula and Ronan, even if they're all blue-skinned, it never really crosses your mind that, are they the same species of alien? For some reason, these makeup artists were able to kind of really subtly change maybe the skin tone or just the way they look generally, so you never really feel confused about who's the same species or whatever. And I think the movie really just supports the idea of diversity really well, albeit to a very extreme level. Instead of just having, black and white and Latino and Asian, whatever, you have different colored skinned people. And I think that also really just supports the message of the movie in that, no matter how different you are, you can still kind of band together for a greater cause. So maybe I'm overreading into it, but I still think Guardians of the Galaxy had probably some of the best makeup of 2014. In my opinion, who will win the Oscar eventually will be the Grand Budapest Hotel, no doubt about it. They're not going to give it to Guardians, it's too big of a movie. Foxcatcher is just when you compare Foxcatcher to the Grand Budapest Hotel is still gonna get it. It has 9 nominations. I'm pretty sure it's gonna win the Oscar. Alright, so those are my thoughts on the best makeup and hairstyling category for this year. Who do you think should win? Who do you think will win? Whatever you thought, please leave me a comment. Let's have a conversation.